These people not back again. They were going to use them for sacrifice. And that was true. Yes, he used the mother, he used his brother, he used everything. Can the paper go and interview Joshua at the family? We see anybody who has 2 cars there? No.
Welcome back to this channel. You heard from Prophet Marcus Tibetan, a white garment cleric. He's a controversial person. He predicted about the Synagogue Church of All Nations. And he has always put out prediction. He has a book called the Prediction Book. And there is a section about Temitope Balogun Joshua where he said TB Joshua should be careful that hell is about to break loose, that the many people that he has destroyed, the ladies particularly, that he has destroyed their lives, some of them have committed suicide and terrible things have happened to them. He said karma will knock at his door and that he himself should pray that he lives long. TB Joshua did not mark the age that people will say this man got old. No, not at all. TB Joshua passed away. According to the prophet, he said, be careful, be mindful of heart attack. BBC documentary had disciples and those that worked in the inner cream room, if there is a word like that. What I mean is those that worked in the inner chambers of Prophet TB Joshua, apartment where he stayed up on the roof. Those who thought that TB Joshua lived in that house where Evelyn Joshua received visitors after his demise. No, that's not where he lives. That's actually the wife's apartment. They don't live together, according to what a lot of people who were disciples said. BBC documentary pointed out through the disciples the secret life of TB Joshua, diabolic life. They said there is a prayer mountain, not really a mountain per se, but a dredged swampy area that has huts built on it. TB Joshua is said to perform most of his spiritual exercise, rituals, as they said, that consist of incense. You know, white garment, they also make use of incense. Spiritualists in general make use of incense. But you will never see any of this displayed in the Synagogue Church of All Nations. It means that TB Joshua presented what the Pentecostals wanted to see. And behind the scene, he maintained the energy of his calling. I don't know if God called him or not. Let us listen to Prophet Tibetan speak.
Not bothered about all these things. Let God, if God is God, let him pass through there. We are not rejoicing all over them. But their trouble, their havoc in the city is too much. When you and your wife, your in-law, your everything are in different jeep, and you are seeing those people who contributed the money, you are telling them it's well. It's not well. And when you look at the book of 1 Kings 4, from verse 20 to 28, he says, is he well? He says, it's not well. The son of my master is dead. So that's why we come to consult you. That's only where you will see it in the Bible. Dunlop packed up out of Nigeria. Michelin packed out of Nigeria. All these companies put up in Nigeria. NEPA are not doing the right thing in Nigeria. Ikeja Electric. Even though they make the money, they take it abroad. They make the money, they go and keep it in $1,000. He said, I've caused them. And he said in the book of Isaiah 3, 10, 11, they say to the righteous, he shall be well. Then Proverbs 16, verse 1 to 10, he said, it's me. If you believe you are right or righteous in what you are doing, don't leave it to me. He said, many are the ways of men, they believe they are very pure and clean. But it's not right. So that's the problem, my brother. That's the problem. So we are not bothered. When the time comes, you know everything, the time is the greatest healer. Time shall talk, time shall tell, time can do a lot of things. Time has talked on Joshua to be talked about. He used the mother, he used his brother, he used everything. Can the paper go and interview Joshua at the family? We see anybody who has 2 cars there? No. Because the power they gave to me is not to better the life of his people, but just to come and show that the occultic has power. Even Chris Oyahilome and the rest of them, they are still part of the people. They are still in the gang. They are all there. Do you think Jesus Christ cannot raise a big synagogue? No. But he said, I have come to walk to show you the way. To show you what? The way. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the light. When you go to the doctor, you get well. Do you go back there again to go and be playing in the hospital? No. But now when these people don't cross over those things, they put something on the road, they cannot go. They caught them like birds. When you look at the book of Jeremiah 6, Jeremiah 9, he said it there. He said they put a big dragnet in chapter 5, verse 21. He said, but these people has run away from what? From my teaching. So many pastors too are going to die. God never knows them as pastor, and God never knows them as what? As a prophet. They've only come here to do all those fucking things. And when we look at it, all the people disturbing the Christian world today, they are Muslim. When you look at Joshua Temitope, he's a Muslim. When you look at Bakari, he's a Muslim. When you look at Olukoya, he's a Muslim. When you look at Winner, he's a Muslim. Oyedepo. All of them, the man is already gone. The church will crumble because we have forgotten the book of Acts of the Apostles 5 from verse 10 down. He said you could remember when Theodos arose with a lot of followership that followed him. But when he dropped dead, everything scattered. Then when you look at Luke 10, Luke 7 and everything, he said, I know my people knows me. Then why are we in a hurry over these things? Then when you look at the book of John 15 verse 16, he said, I'm the one that called you, not you call me. God never lived in a house built with hands. Even when the Lord gave him four female child, let the wife go and try it. I will let them to all this occultic thing. The wife is still there like wishing and they making noise. What she did not know. So don't worry.
Welcome back. You heard Prophet Marcus Tibetan, even though he's controversial himself, and people have alleged that he did this and that to them. But who exactly did God call? That would be a question for you all to answer. Now, ever since the documentary of the British Broadcasting Corporation was presented, was heard, and the disciples said what they know, those that call themselves sons of the prophet, Temitope Balogun Joshua, came forward. They said TB Joshua is a man of God, that TB Joshua is this, TB Joshua never did any of this. Obviously, what do you expect? They will not come out saying it is true. They came from that source. So it is not possible for them to say the truth. If truly there is truth in what they are saying, they will definitely protect the interest of Temitope Balogun Joshua. But we cannot say none of those things did not happen. We cannot say any of those things did not happen. Something happened in that church. Yes, it is true that people can come together and lie against you, but we are talking about those in Europe, those in Africa, and many other people that have gone on the ground. You need to be with TB Joshua to know TB Joshua. You cannot talk about TB Joshua by watching Emmanuel TV. It is not possible for you to tell anyone that you know TB Joshua. Probably those who said, I've met the man of God once, and when I met him, he gave me money, he embraced me, he prayed for me. So that means he's not an abuser. That means he's not into rituals. What about those who have questionable calling? Some of them have a calling or some sorcery in their family, and they say God called them. And they make use of the sorcery in their family, spirit of divination. That's what they make use. They say they are prophets. Now, this brings me back to what the scripture says, that on the last day, many will say, but we cast out demons in your name. We prophesied in your name. And he will say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I do not know you. Now, what does that tell you? It means that miracle, prophecy, and all of those things does not indicate God in totality. You can do all of this as gift. You can even use the spirit of divination to do every of these things. That does not mean you and God are together on the same lane. No, not at all. And also, the scriptures also say that the children of darkness are wiser in their ways. Now you should begin to look at the ways of the kingdom of darkness. Wiser in their ways than the children of the kingdom of light. It's as simple as ABC. That they are wiser in manipulation, wiser in delivery. They know how to go about it than the children of light. Remember, wolves in sheep clothing. What does that mean? It means that whatever you see on TV, on camera, does not necessarily mean the real thing. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. You've heard from Prophet Tibetan. He said his own opinion. Drop your comment. See you in the next update.